Melvin, how are you?
I'm fine, Pierre Ducci Sangwa.
Oh, thank you very much. How have you been?
Yeah, everything is fine. You know, it's always a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, as usual.
Yeah, of course.
So, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are going to be discussing about a topic that says strategies for succeeding in a convincing debate and mastering public speaking. We have had the pleasure and honor to welcome Mr. Gakuba Abdul-Jabbar. For those who don't know who Mr. Gakuba Abdul-Jabbar is, he is a veteran Rwandan sports journalist. He is a commentator and also a sports analyst. But I will let Mr. Melwin go deep into who Mr. Gakuba Abdul-Jabbar is. And Melwin, the time is yours.
So, tonight on Africa Youth Time TV show, we have the pleasure to meet once again Mr. Gakuba Abdul-Jabbar, who is popularly known as Mr. Romario. He's a renowned sport journalist and analyst with over than 20 years of experience. He has worked throughout his career. He has worked in many media organizations such as Flash FM, Contact FM, Azam TV, the BBC, Swahili Services, and Isango Star TV and radio. And he is with us tonight to share his experience once again, as we already know, his challenges and also his advices to win a debate. Welcome, Mr. Gakuba Abdul-Jabbar.
Thank you very much.
Not really welcome, but welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Thank
It's
you.
really our honor. We take this as honorable, and it's pleasurable to have you back on our panel tonight.
My pleasure too.
Yes. So I'm going to start my ask of discussion on, I want you to define or explain more. What do you think about what is public speaking and what is a convincing debate? Can you elaborate more on what that is?
A debate is when two different people or groups are having a discussion on a certain point, not necessarily, agreeing on the same point. There should be a group or a person. As a debate is raised, a certain point is raised, a certain topic is raised. People have discussions about, what they're talking about, the particular topic, and they have their supporting arguments. The other ones are not convincing, so that's what we can call a debate. Whereas the public speaking is when somebody, it might be an authority, might be somebody who is used to, for example, a teacher, when he's standing in front of the student speaking, that is a public speaker. Okay. For example, I can give another example. When an authority, an administrator is standing in front of the congregation, the community, raising a certain point or making some notice, so that's what we call public speaking.
So, Mr. Abdul-Jabbar,
Yeah.
how do you think that public speaking and a convincing debate intertwine? How are they connected?
Yeah, it's all about, they are related in one way or another, in a way that there's a certain topic that is being discussed about, which people need to know, the awareness about that topic. So the community, the people need to know exactly what the topic you're talking about. So that's a debate. And for a public speaking, it may not necessarily be through a group of people. The public speaking might be even wider. I will give an example. For example, if an administrator or an authority has visited a certain community, there's a certain issue being discussed about, and there's awareness to be given out by the authority. For example, if the president goes to the southern part of Rwanda, he has visited, for example, Huye district, right? And there's a kind of certain issue which is being raised. So when he's speaking to them, that's what we call public speaking. He's in front of the community, a congregation, speaking, raising awareness, or doing some campaigns. That will be a bit different from the debate, because it covers a wider range of people compared to the debate.
So I was trying to understand, for people who don't know what a debate is, people who haven't really had the chance to participate in a debate, try to connect public speaking to debate. Try to elaborate more for them who haven't, had the experience to see it or be in it. How does it connect? How does it intertwine?
Yes, a debate there must be two different people or groups discussing on a certain topic. So if they are discussing a certain topic which has been raised, these people, certain group has the supporting arguments. The other ones also have their own arguments supporting what they are talking about. So there are two different people or with different groups talking about that topic, but they have different ideas about the topic. Whereas with the public speaking is a bit wider, in a sense that it covers a wide range of might be topics or issues, but the people who are being addressed are much bigger than a debate. A debate can be between two people, a small group of people, whereas the public speaking can be aired on radio, can be aired on TV, whereas a debate can be between two people and all different groups, and it ends like that. But the public speaking is covers the wider community, I would say.
Okay. Like I wanted to know, is it only the speaking part of public speaking and debate which actually connects the two of them, or is there any other ability that someone may have or has to have for exercising public speaking and at the same time debate? What are the characteristics they have in common except speaking, or what abilities should you have as a person to master those two at the same time?
Very good. Let me come to the debate. First of all, you need to master your topic. You must master your topic so that you can convince those you're speaking to. By mastering the topic, you must have the evidences so that you can support your arguments with the facts and the evidences. When you have the facts and you also have the public opinions or the expert opinions, then you are able to convince the public. You are able to convince the people who are listening to you.
Okay.
So you must know your topic, you must master the topic thoroughly well. And by mastering your topic, you must have the evidence, you must have the statistics, you must have the data to be able to express yourself thoroughly well. And to convince the other side, or the people who are listening, who are attending the debate. Yes.
So this one, you must also know it as a public speaker.
Yeah.
And a debater.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the public speaking, you need to know your audience. What exactly is going to interest the audience?
Okay.
What do they really want? What do they don't know that I'm bringing forward to them? So that they can pick the interest to listen to you. So you must have to know the audience. Who am I going to talk to? If it's a group of youth discussing about music, right? Master the audience. You must know exactly about what you're going to talk about. If it's music, if it's traditional music, do you really understand what is traditional music? You must be well conversant with what you're going to discuss in public to be able to convince the audience. So if you don't understand the audience, if you don't know what is their interest, then you can't be a good public speaker.
So now, we are talking about public speaking. How do you think that our body language should be used in persuasion or in order for people who are in the audience to understand more what we are about?
The body language is very, very important in convincing the audience. How? First of all, you have to be confident. You have to be confident when you are speaking to your audience.
Give them examples.
I will give them an example. For example, I'm talking to those guys there. I have to keep an eye on them, you know. Don't like look down here. When you look down, it's like you're not engaging with the audience, you see. So you need to look to them. But also, not only that, you don't have to make a lot of movements while you are speaking to people. So you have to keep your body language by looking to the audience, but also not be so moving.
Fidgeting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any other part of the body language, like, for showing confidence, you have to look at the people right in the eyes, straight in the eyes, and also, you know, like not fidgeting too much. But what else can we do? Does the posture has something to do with confidence you show to people, or any other thing? What else can we do to seem more confident, to appear more confident?
When you're speaking to them, while looking into the audience, of course, but also the way you use your language, you know, the way, the tone,
The vocabulary.
the vocabularies you're using, how fast are you? And when you're using also your body language, make sure that by looking at them, I'm raising a certain point. If you really you know that this point is very, very important, you need to take a little pause, but also looking into the eyes to see if they are really convinced. If you're not convinced, you're going to realize maybe they'll be shaking their heads, maybe they will be, you can easily realize. So
They might be in their phones.
yes. Another thing, when you are talking to people, you don't have to look into your notes. If you are looking to your notes, that's also part of the body language. For example, I have my phone like this. Those people who are watching, you know, they can understand that this guy is not really mastering what he's
He didn't prepare.
He didn't prepare. He's not ready. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
As a matter of fact, we have two young men who are in the audience. Melvin, can we give them time to actually express themselves and also ask some questions about public speaking and debate? First of all, introduce yourselves, please.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. My name is Joël Ndumerume. I was a student at UNILAC, and I've already finished. I'm waiting for the graduation next August.
Okay.
Yeah. So can I ask my question?
Yeah,
Yes.
of course you can ask.
Thank you. My question is, when you are debating with someone who is better prepared and informed than you, and what's the strategy you still hold? What's your strategy to still hold your ground and come across as people without pretending to know more than you do?
First of all, I need to be listening carefully to the points he's raising, in order to know exactly where are his weak arguments, so that I can show that there are some weakness in his arguments. But I also, in a respectful manner, I don't have to say that you are wrong. No, we're not respecting your opponent. No, you have to say, you raise your point, your argument with the evidence and facts, showing that what he's saying is incorrect or it's incomplete. So in a debate, it's not good. It doesn't look actually good when you're challenging your opponent, saying that maybe the point he has raised is wrong. You bring your point with evidence, so that it is going to back your argument, to show exactly that what my opponent said is incomplete, or it is somehow not, it is incorrect. Yeah.
By proving facts, though.
But you have to prove the facts. Listen carefully. You don't have to stick on your next speech. No. Listen carefully, focus on what he's saying so that you can be able to raise what is incomplete in his speech or what is incorrect, so that you can be able to bring your argument but back it with evidence and facts to be able to convince the audience.
Okay, my second one is this. What are the most common mistakes that can cause a loss of credibility during a debate?
First of all, when you are nervous. When you are nervous, it can easily be realized that this person is nervous. When you're rushing your questions, you're rushing your answers, you don't give time to the opponent to listen carefully. That's one of the mistakes. When you're using, when you're not speaking clearly, your vocabularies are not clear to make it easy for someone to understand what you're talking about. So you need to make sure that in a language you're using is clear and understandable to be able to make your arguments clearly understood.
Thank you.
Are you satisfied of the answer?
Yeah. I'm so satisfied.
Excuse me, if I may come back on one of his questions. The first one, you say that as a debater, you have to prove your argument with facts.
Yes.
What if, I want to know, what if the other part is well prepared, is better prepared than you are, and you don't have enough, you didn't prepare enough? What are some rhetorical tools that you can use to outsmart him, even if you don't know much as he knows?
Actually, you might have prepared enough, but he gives some facts here and there. Then you're like, now I'm caught. Yes, you actually feel like, this one, he knows much better than I.
That would be actually, you'll be showing a weaker side of you than showing that you're not prepared. You should bring in some of examples through the real life stories. Sometimes when you're giving examples with the real life stories, it can make your arguments, though it looks weaker, but if you bring such a real life story, it might prove people that what you're talking about, you master it, or you understand. You might be weak with your points, but by using the real life stories, it can make it easy for people to understand what you're talking about.
And it can also trigger emotions to the other people, to the audience. It can also trigger emotions.
In a way, that's why using real life examples is very good. In one way or another, people in the audience might be emotional, which can raise another argument from the other your opponents, and by bringing that argument, right, it might give you the supporting evidence to support the idea you've been talking previously. You see, so that's why you don't have to actually kind of submit, say, he seems to be stronger in his arguments than me, but by using that example, it can raise another argument from the opponent, and when he wants to support his evidence, he looks weaker, and now you come in with the right argument, and you win.
I actually heard that some people even goes as far as lying just to prove a point. They might know that they're wrong and they give wrong facts, but the way you support it is what matters, even though you're lying.
What do you think of it, Mr. Abdul Jabbar?
That's what I heard.
Yeah, I'm not saying you might be lying. I'm saying my opponent has risen a strong point.
Yes.
And I tend to be, in front of the audience, I look like, he has strong arguments than mine. But in the end, all of a sudden, I realize, why shouldn't I use a certain example from real life situations, right? If I raise this example from that I've ever faced, or someone, the example that I know, it might give me more room to explain or come back to the previous argument, and I will be more supportive over my point.
Okay,
Yes, yeah.
that's amazing. So,
Mr. Paul?
Good evening.
good
evening.
Once again, my name is Paul. I'm a student at African Leadership University, and I'm Zimbabwean. Unlike him, I'm still in school. So firstly, I want to start by apologizing for being late. You might not believe it, but it was because of a debate session. And the reason why I was a little bit late is because today we had some students who came for graduation, but they are part of the debate society. They've achieved a lot in the community. I think they are the, I don't know if you are familiar with debates, but is it POW DC, World Schools Debate? They are the champions in Africa. So, you know, I was just there to witness, like, you know, what sets apart these people from a normal speaker. And to be honest, I learned a lot. Yeah.
Okay.
So thank you so much. And my first question is going to be about what I just was talking about. So what are some of the non-verbal elements that speakers tend to have that, you know, still distinguish them apart from, you know, other people? Like you, I think he asked a similar question. Sometimes it might be about maybe just the way someone is speaking. You also talked about the pace as well. So like in your own like view, apart from just, you know, speaking, what other elements make good speakers good speakers?
Okay.
First of all, a good speaker, you can easily tell through what he has prepared. I will be backing my point like this. When somebody starts speaking, given to the topic he has and he is explaining to you, the way he structured his speech, the way he introduces the speech, the body of the speech, the key points, you can easily tell that I'm going to keep listening to what is coming next. You know, somebody might be having a very good speech but doesn't know how to flow well with it. Maybe he's rushing, maybe he's not giving people attention, time to listen to what he's talking about. So you might be having a very good speech and also have a very good speech, but how do I flow? How do I look confident? How do I give people time to listen to what I'm talking about, for them to actually go back home with something out of the speech? So it's very important, the way you flow in your speech, the way you organize the speech, the way, you know, the arguments, the way they are, the organization of your speech, the way it is organized, the key points you are raising might give you conviction that the people in the audience are actually convinced about what I'm talking about, or the speech. But if you're not confident, if you're repeating every word, you know, if you're looking through every time, it is going not to convince people that you actually have a very good speech.
Thank you so much. So I'm very happy with the response. For what I'm understanding, it's like somebody has to be well prepared well before they give out their speech, which is very important, and that's true. So I think the last time I asked a question like this, the response I got was be prepared, likewise. But I think people normally don't really know different techniques of preparation. So for me, I think from my own, you know, perspective, because I've engaged with different speakers, different guests, VIP, VVIP people. So you get to know that after, like, by every conversation you're having, you're improving. You get to, you know, be better in the next conversation. So I feel like that's a certain level of preparedness that you can get. I don't know if maybe you resonate or you also concur or agree with how I'm saying, but I feel like, you know, the more you engage, you know, I think that's one of the most important aspects of preparation. You don't have to do like self-preparation. Go out there, meet the people. If it's about interviewing, continue interviewing a lot of people. If it's about speaking, go on the stages, try and speak everywhere you are. I feel like, yeah, I don't know what's your take on that one. Yeah.
I get your point, and I'm really very supportive of that, because when you prepare yourself with a speech, it's good to engage with people, you know, colleagues, Sometimes they can't correct you. Here, you made a mistake. I think you should flow like this. They can give you ideas, to prepare your speech much better. So engaging with people, of course, with the know-how. Not everyone. You need to select a group of people that can give you a piece of idea to include in your speech.
Yeah, my last question, sorry.
No problem.
Okay, no problem.
So given your level of experience and understanding, what could be like one advice, and this is coming from a point where you'd be like, if I was young, had I known, I would start doing this at this early age. By now, maybe I'll be the Speaker of the House of Parliament somewhere, or like the Speaker of the presidential quarters or something like that.
The most important thing you have to know is to master your topic. You really have to master your topic very well. You must have the facts, the statistics, the data, and the evidence, to back your speech. If you don't have that, then you're going to be in trouble when you are speaking to the public.
How about,
Thank you.
As I want to talk more about what he just asked, you can master a topic, yes, but what do you tell the people who come? For example, it's their first time standing in front of people. They haven't really understood about confidence because, it's their first experience.
Yes.
So they are very anxious. They have mastered the topic, yes. They have read. They know the topic that they have to talk about. They know everything they have to talk about by heart. But because they are very anxious...
I get your point.
Because they are very anxious, how can you help, or what can you tell that person who has that level of anxiety? Because majority of the time when they reach in front of people, they forget. It happens a lot. They forget. You actually forget everything that you prepared for, all the notes you took, everything you wrote on the side, because you are anxious. I don't know if it's the mental or anything that triggers that kind of fear, but what can you tell those people who have a lot of anxiety?
Yeah, it's actually very funny, even to some, officials, administrators, government, officials. Sometimes when they go to radio stations or TV stations, sometimes they tend to forget. Sometimes they don't look confident. First of all, I will give an example of I myself. When I was going to broadcast the first game, and on a radio, I had to say, first of all, I convinced myself that I am able to do that. I am able to do that. You need, first of all, to have that. I'm going to speak to 100,000 people, right? I'm in front of cameras. First of all, you must know that I must be confident. Confidence is very, very important. Because if they have that confidence, I'm telling you, there is no way they will stand in front of the cameras and start, forgetting some words or looking like they haven't prepared. So I would say confidence sometimes is natural. It is natural, but it is the core facts for everything to be speaking in front of the people, because there are so many people who are good, who can be good speakers, but because of lack of confidence, they can't be good speakers. So I would say confidence is something I would say natural.
Some public speaker and debater tend to say that before they get on the stage, they talk to themselves in their head. They are telling themselves, I'm able to do this. I'm confident. They tell themselves actually good words to feel confident, even if they are not really confident. Have you ever experienced it?
I'm not coming back to your point, or what you said before. If you've never spoken in front of people, it would be good if you have your speech, you prepared your speech, get some colleagues, get friends, present. Speak to them, they are seated there.
Okay.
You have a speech to deliver in 1 or 2 hours, or in the next days. Take a few hours, stand before people, present. Because if you do it randomly, if you do it oftentimes, it is going to help you to go and deliver the speech in front of many people. So you need to practice. You need to practice. You
So
need
he
to
had
practice.
another question.
No, it's not a question. Since the conversation, I wish to like add on what you were saying. You asked a question like why most people tend to forget when they are on the stage and stuff like that. Like fear is always there. So I feel like when most good speakers are questioned, or even if you are to question them, like you ask them, are you not afraid when you're doing this? The truth is they are also afraid. But now, like what you were saying, when you practice more, you build what we call muscle memory. Some of the words you don't even have to think about it, they'll just come, which is why some people speak before the actual speech. So that when you're speaking, you'll be like, oh, I said this before, or I know what I'm saying, you get. So these people, they do have fear, but they know now how to deal with fear. So what now preparation does, I speak with someone first and I'm afraid, but after I'm done talking to them, I'm like, I was afraid, but it worked out. We have talked, you understand? And then you go on to the next until like fear is like your friend. So actually, most great speakers have told me that I've interacted with, and trust me, they are great speakers. They have told me, I think when fear is absent, speaking is not interesting. Because like you still need to have that, movement inside to like, I want to deliver something to people. So how best can I do this? And it's fear that will push you to perfect whatever you're going to say. And especially for emotional speakers, people who want to touch on the emotion of people, you actually need to have that kind of fear so that you resonate with the people, like you were saying, understanding the crowd. So I feel like, what you were saying was very valid.
So I also had a question for people who sometimes, let's say that you went on stage, you had prepared, yes, we are still in the preparation, you are debating, or you are doing, you are giving your word or your statement to the people, and you forget something, right? What does one need to learn to create ease while improvising on a certain topic or on a certain point that they want to make? So they forgot the main thing they want to say, but they're trying to improvise. Sometimes when they're improvising, they shake or they lose the confidence that they had when they still remember the things. So how does one create the ease when they're trying to improvise?
If I am the one in that situation, I would kind of be more engaging with the people I'm addressing to, you understand? I bring kind of a little joke. That one is going to look like, I haven't forgotten. You understand? People will not take it as somebody was forgotten, but in doing that, it can also help you remember what you're talking about, then you come back and continue with your speech. If I'm the one, that's what I would do.
So by making the jokes, it helps yourself to also release the pressure on you so that you may remember what you forgot.
Yeah, not only that, I want to look ridiculous.
You want to look ridiculous?
I want to look ridiculous in front of people, because they will not know that there's a certain point I forgot in my speech, and in doing that, I will be remembering. Maybe I can get the opportunity to remember the point that I want to address.
When you have them laughing.
Once they're still laughing, they are not actually sure about what happened, but I myself, I know exactly what happened.
What was I thinking about?
You understand? They are not confused. They are just thinking about that little joke, and then I'll be remembering. Just in a short while, I remember and continue with my speech.
Like when you're debating, you're in front of someone. Sometimes it happens that the person is not attacking your argument, but is attacking you as a person. Yes. Maybe let's say, for example, that you have been doing things that are contrary to your personality, that's what you have been showing, and he's attacking you directly. How can you avoid this situation? Yes, when that person is attacking you personally.
As I said before, nervousness, anger, it can actually make you lose in a debate. So somebody has attacked me, and I realize he's really attacking me. I will not respond with attack to. I will bring another argument, you understand, to show that what he's saying is wrong. I'll try to get some evidence supporting me to convince the audience that this person is the one who is rather wrong. What he's saying is actually, he's tarnishing my image in a wrong way. But I have to do it, of course, with the evidence, with the supporting evidence, to convince those who are attending the debate. I will not attack him directly, but I will have to raise my own argument backed with the evidence and the facts to show that what this man is saying is wrong.
What if you have evidence about what he's saying?
If he has evidence with what he's saying,
Yes.
I will not.
Sometimes people attack with full force.
It's up to me now to prove more evidence, to prove it what he has no evidence or facts. It's up to me. It's up to me
to defend
to
yourself.
prove him wrong. So in any way possible, I have to defend myself by bringing the evidence and facts to prove him wrong.
But you are not attacking him.
I will not attack him.
Yeah.
You don't have to attack. No.
Last question, Joel.
Yeah. For me, I would like to ask, we are debating about the debate, I think. And if they give you 30 seconds to make your strongest point, and for me, my question is, what's your strategy to make it land?
They give you 30 seconds. You have to
30
give it.
seconds.
Yes.
Yes, to elaborate your point. What should you focus on?
Your strongest point.
Well, you know, when you're debating, you have to start with your strongest points. You understand? Then I will have to bring in my strongest points and be short and clear. Short and clear with the point that I know that is going to convince those who are in attendance.
So you
Satisfied,
start by the strongest point.
I will bring my strongest point,
Yeah.
short and clear. Simple. If you've given me 30 seconds, during my debate, what do I have that I know that's going to convince those in attendance?
Can you come with it? Come with it with an example?
It depends on what you're asking me.
Yeah.
Do you have any subject?
No, you are. I think you are the biggest man in that.
That's good.
Yeah.
Let's say that woman doesn't have to work. That's your point. Or can you elaborate it in 30 seconds?
Yes.
Women have to work and help the husband. So both the husband and the women have to work for the family. Yes.
That's how you will say it.
Well,
Yeah,
of
okay.
course.
That's actually not bad. Yes. So, no more questions? Satisfied?
Yeah.
So, thank you very much.
thank you too.
Thank you very
It
much.
was a very educational show. We enjoyed having you. You guys enjoyed having him, right? Please let's give him a hand of applause. Melvin, thank you. Thank you very much. It's always a pleasure having you with me every night, every Thursday.
You're going to
Thank
make
you
me
guys
blush.
for coming. It's always a pleasure having you guys in the audience. And I hope that we're going to have you again for another episode of African Youth Time Show.
I'll be ready for that.
So, for everyone who has been watching us, stay connected, stay educated, always strive to be inspired and try to learn something new each and every day, because it will make you a better person as you grow up. So it was I, Sango, on the presentation, and of course Melwin as my co-host. Let's see each other next Thursday, same hour, same place. Bye-bye.
Thank you.